I spent over 120 hours preparing for this exact moment. What exactly is the one thing that keep making the rich richer and keeping the poor stuck in the circle of poverty? I know for a fact that every one of us was born equal and we all get the same amount of time. But why do some people seem to unlock massive success while others just remain stuck their entire lives? Today, I'm not going to waste your time. I will be sharing the 7 underestimated principles that I discovered during my research. If you can just give me a few minutes of your time, we will find out the one thing that makes them so rich. Starting with principle number 1, choosing your circle. I'm sure you're familiar with this proverb. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Honestly, it's no cap. Because every single billionaire that I studied understand this one principle. Your circle shapes your ceiling. Now what this simply means is when you surround yourself with people who push you forward all the time, those people always brings out the best in you. I've got a buddy of mine who never sees anything good in all I do. Even when I started out as a video editor, bro always made me feel like I didn't even really know what I was doing. Every single time that I edit the video and I show him, bro is always like, well, why do you make mistake here? You make mistake here. At some point, I was just feeling like maybe bro doesn't just see any good in me because of over familiarity. But later on, I got to realize that bro actually wanted me to get great at what I do because he knew that if he made me feel comfortable with the little knowledge that I gained, then I probably wouldn't be better. And better is always better. An English proverb that I love so much, which says, two can accomplish more than twice as one, for the results can be much better. What if I told you Steve Jobs didn't build Apple all by himself? He built Apple with his friend. Mark Zuckerberg didn't build Facebook alone, he started it with his friends. The same thing goes with the founder of Snapchat, the founder of Nvidia, the founder of YouTube, and even the founder of WhatsApp and Instagram. All these multi-billion-dollar empires were not built by just one individual. They were built by friends who had great visions, who had the same kind of mindset, and who had the same kind of goals. Now, you see why it's really important to look closely at your association? Because it's an indication of the direction that you're heading. Which leads us to principle number 2, searching for opportunity. Every single billionaire that I studied, they were always searching for an opportunity. I believe the problem most people have is they believe opportunities will just come to them if they never look out for opportunities. But is that even true?
Well, I think if you want the future to be good, you must make it so. Take action to make it good, and it will be.
The crazy fact about opportunity that always amazes me is opportunity is always right where you are. You might be wondering, what does this mean? Well, Chris Williamson explained this in the most profound manner.
Successful people see opportunity in every failure. Normal people see failure in every opportunity. Both are right. Only one gets rich.
You heard it from the man. You need to start looking out for opportunities and stop sitting your ass down and waiting for them to just come to you or believing you're going to fail. Well, you haven't even tried, so why are you even afraid of failing? Which brings us to principle number 3, standing out. If you look closely, if you pay attention to your favorite artists, right, you will discover that there's something unique about them, even if they sing the same genre. Be it hip-hop, be it pop, be it R&B, be it whatever genre they sing it at all, you're going to realize that there's something unique about them. Now, it's the same thing in every other industry. I mean, take a good look at the MacBook and take a good look at the Windows. They are different operating systems and there's something unique about them. And every single billionaire that I studied, they had something unique about them. And one of the greatest compliments anyone could give to you is to say to you that you are different, because there's no one like you. There will never be anyone like you, because you are you. Right? And if there's nothing unique about you, then you should consider reevaluating yourself, because an average person always tries to fit in. Every single billionaire that I studied always stand out different from the others, irrespective of how amazing this personality was. Their personality remained their personality. That being said, which leads us to principle number 4: starts messy. This one is tough for a lot of you, but honestly, everything big started with something little. Listen to what Jay Bezos says.
And everything I've ever done has started small. Amazon started with a couple of people, and Blue Origin started with 5 people, and the budget at Blue Origin was very, very small. Now the budget at Blue Origin approaches $1 billion a year.
You don't need to start big. I get it. It's really terrifying and really it makes you kind of scared, nervous, and but honestly, the best experience you'll ever gain is at the starting point, because that's when you make so many mistakes along the line that you'll actually learn from, and you will actually enjoy those moments later on. But at the start, it's usually not funny, it's usually just messy. As a matter of fact, Steve Jobs started Apple in his parents' garage. But today, you've seen what Apple has grown into. Now, personally, when I started content creation as a whole, I wasn't speaking as fluent and as confident as I'm speaking right now to you, simply because I was just getting started. The amazing thing about growth is you don't need to start great. You just need to get started to grow great. And that's the only way to grow. And every single billionaire that I studied, they all started somewhere. And most of them actually started really, really shitty, really, really messy. But along the line, things got better because they learned their mistakes really, really early. Stop waiting for the perfect time, because I can guarantee you that there is no perfect time to start other than now, or better than now. That being said, which leads us to principle number 5: do more. The rich understands that in order to get ahead of the competition, they need to create more and not just think more. And they understand that in order to make more revenue, to make more money, they need to invest more and not spend more. And in order for them to gain massive success, they need to cooperate more and just sit in your ass and agreeing with one another. Now, Steve Jobs explained the one thing that made Apple so great.
One of the keys to Apple is Apple's an incredibly collaborative company. And what I do all day is meet with teams of people and work on ideas and solve problems to make new products, to make new marketing programs, whatever it is.
And are people willing to tell you you're wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, other than snarky journalists. I mean, people that work for you.
Oh, yeah. No, we have wonderful arguments. We are organized like a startup. We all meet for 3 hours once a week, and we talk about everything we're doing. And teamwork is dependent on trusting the other folks to come through with their part without watching them all the time, but trusting that they're going to come through with their parts.
You heard it from the wise man. You need to listen more than you speak, and you see the need to cooperate more than you just agree, right? And you need to create more than just think. If you have watched this video to this very moment, the only reason you are still watching this video is because I chose to create this video. That being said, which brings us to principle number 6: study books. Reading is good, but study is great. When you read, you get to know more, and when you study, you get to learn more. Because study is active and reading is passive. Reading fuels your brain, and study changes it. All the wealthy individuals, all the multi-billionaires that I studied. Remember in the start of this video, I said I studied. Every single billionaire that I studied, did not build multi-billion-dollar empires by just flipping page. They built them by breaking them down. They built them by trying to find out what was the meaning of this. What does this quote mean? What does this word mean? How does this affect my life? Or how does this impact my life? They were trying to find out. They were trying to learn more. And that is why they stay ahead of 99% of the people in the market space. You need to stop reading and you need to start studying. Study more than you read. Which brings us to principle number 7. Learn to say no. This one is hard. I'm going to be honest with you. Personally, I'm trying to get used to this word and I'm gradually learning it, because every single billionaire that I studied, they said more no than they said yes. And what I got to realize is saying no doesn't mean never. It simply means not now, not yet. Just listen to what this 9-figure entrepreneur has to say.
You'll never be successful if you don't say no to people. Most people don't realize when they say yes to the thing, to the invite, to the friend, that it's actually saying no to the task, to the project, to their goals. I'm Canadian, dude. I'm like, I want you to like me. I want you to like me. Can you please like me? And what's crazy is that I would get myself into a pickle where I'm sitting there, I got work to do, and I agreed to go to some birthday party. I don't even know the person, but don't want to upset them. And it occurred to me, I just got to start saying no and dealing with it.
Now, the rich says no to distractions. Of course, you heard him say that. And the rich says no to anything that does not serve their mission. Elon Musk confirms this.
Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care?
I'll say what I want to say. If the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Now that you have known the 7 underestimated principles, it's time for